Earlier this week, Netflix dropped the first 2 episodes of The Last Dance. This is the documentary about Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, particularly the last season they're together. Of course, it is expected that the fandom of Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls team will be hyped up and all active in social media. Some of them even secured unauthorized copies of the succeeding episodes. Anyway, in this vlog, we're going to talk about something Jordan related, of course. And yes, you've seen the thumbnail and the title. This will be about Jordan sneakers. Particularly the pairs that one point in my life I dreamt of having. But before we dive down, I'm gonna play my intro. Let's talk about some Air Jordan sneakers. Welcome to my channel, this is Rye, and if you're new here, please subscribe with notifications turned on so you'll be notified whenever I put up a content. So without further ado, I'm gonna give you top 10 Air Jordan sneakers, the best in my books at least. The pairs that I once dreamt of having. So let's begin with number 10. Some Jordan collectors would question me for putting this on number 10, but I did, and it's the Air Jordan 11 Breads. Dubbed as a Playoffs 11 back then, the Bread was one of the OG colorways of the Jordan 11. Of course, you have your Concord, you have your Space Jams, but for me, the Bread has got to be the best colorway out of all the OG colorways. I've had the chance to actually wear one before. It wasn't my pair, but I helped out a friend to sell it. It's a pre-owned pair, but we were able to have it sold above retail. And I'm telling you, should Jordan brand decide to release a Jordan 11 Bread right now, it will be sold out before the day ends. That's just the hype of the Jordan 11 Bread and Jordan 11 in general. So yeah, number 10 is the Jordan 11 Bread. On number 9 is the Jordan 6, particularly the Carmine colorway. I love the infrared, the white infra and the black infra, but the Carmine colorway, if I am given a chance, is the one that I would want to own. As you know, Michael Jordan won his first ever NBA championship wearing that. Plus, I love the colorway. So yeah, number 9 is the Carmine 6. Down in number 8, being a sucker for white kicks, is my first Jordan 3 in this list. I mentioned first because Jordan 3 has got to be my favorite silhouette out of all the Jordan retros. So this is the Jordan 3 Pure Money. And probably the only reason is because of its color. So of course, expect more white sneakers here and more Jordan 3s. Now let's move to number 7. On number 7 is the Jordan 4 Lacer. So it's another white sneakers, and it's the only Jordan 4 listed in here. I don't hate the silhouette. I mean, I kind of like the Toro 4s before. And of course the Dornbecker. But the Jordan 4 Lacer is the only colorway of the 4s that has stick to me, and you know, I was able to hold one before. A friend of mine bought this online. Obviously it was my size. And while I was holding it, I was really amazed with the details. So that's at number 7, the Jordan 4 Lacer. Now we're done at number 6. This is the only Jordan 10 here. This is the Jordan 10 Bulls over Broadway. I almost had a pair of this. Back in 2015 or 2016, I helped out a friend of mine sell some kicks. And we happened to have this Jordan 10 Bulls over Broadway in stock. My size. I got amazed with the color combination. You know, the red, the black, the gray, a little specker in the midsoles, and really nice leather on the upper. So that's the reason why I put this here at number 6, the Jordan 10 Bulls over Broadway. Now since we're halfway in the countdown, here's some honorable mentions. I just listed 3 pairs. So number 3 is a Jordan 12 Taxi. another pair that I almost had. Back in 2015, a couple of my office mates bought pairs online and they actually searched one for me. They found one, but I contemplated, I hesitated, and eventually passed on it. Yeah, Jordan 12 Taxi, the one that got away, but it's all good. The next one is a Jordan 6 Infrared, the black one with the red accents. The Jordan 6 is a very sporty looking shoe, but this one in particular, I can actually pull off wearing it in a formal event. Plus, of course, like I said earlier about the Carmines, Michael Jordan wore the Jordan 6 on their first championship. It's pretty significant historically. And number one on my honorable mention is the Jordan 1.5. I just love how this silhouette creates long threads, discussion on Facebook groups, especially with the young ones not recognizing it. They immediately refer to it as a fake pair of Jordan 1s. That's the reason why I like to have a pair, the Jordan 1.5. So that's my honorable mentions. Let's go back to the countdown. At number 5 is another Jordan 6 pair. On number 5 is the Jordan 6 Toro, or the Raging Bull. It's this almost all red Jordan 6 pair that will really catch anyone's eye, regardless if one knows its J's or not. So yeah, Jordan 6 Toro, I'd want to have a pair of that. In number 4 is, ironically, sort of the opposite of the Jordan 6 Toro. This is the Jordan 3 Powder Blue. I'm not a big fan of blue sneakers, but the Jordan 3 Powder Blue, I've been crushing on it for the longest time. Just a little trivia, back in 2015, I was able to have 3 pairs of that in the house. One was from Nike Kuwait, then the couple more came from Got Goods. So some of you may have heard about Got Goods, right? It's that secret shop, secret store inside Green Hills that sells hype and legit sneakers, streetwear. Back in 2015, they're in this condo unit in Tandang Sora, Quezon City. And there I bought a couple of powder blue 3s from Jeffrey Espiritu himself. Of course, those 2 pairs weren't mine. It was technically hooked up for an office mate who of course compensated me with my troubles. So yeah, that's number 4, the Jordan 3 Powder Blue. On number 3 is another Jordan 3 pair that I could have had I decided to not sell it. It was one of those pairs that came from Nike Kuwait. I was tasked to sell above retail, of course. This is the Jordan 3 Wolf Grey. The Wolf Grey 3s for me is easily the best colorway of any Jordans that I was able to hold in my own hands. It was very easy to wear. The materials used were a little bit high maintenance, but the hell with it, right? It's a Jordan pair, so we're expected to take care of it. So that's number 3, the Wolf Grey 3s. Down in number 2 is a less popular Air Jordan Retro. And actually, you'll be surprised with my number 2 and my number 1. Anyway, in number 2 is the Jordan 11 Low Infrared. The Jordan 11 Low Infrared for me is like the Space Jam 11s and the Bread 11s combined. They made it low, so it's actually more wearable casually. It's simple, easy to maintain, an eye catcher. And the number 1 Air Jordan pair, like I said earlier, you'd be surprised with this, is another Jordan 11 Low pair. On number 1 is the Air Jordan 11 Low Tuxedo, but it was more popular as the Reverse Concords. The Tuxedo 11 was simply the most beautiful, at least for me, most beautiful Jordan 11 pair that was ever made. It was nicknamed the Reverse Concord because it practically reversed the Concord colorway, at least the upper. This one is actually missing the Concord on the bottom of the shoe. Instead, it has red on it. And I remember back in 2013, actually trying to look for a pair, and when I realized that Air Jordan prices are way above my pay grade, I tried looking for a fake pair. I remember meeting a seller of this Air Jordan 11 Low Tuxedo. As I was holding the pair, I've had this change of heart, and I don't know, something inside me was telling me, why would you buy a fake pair if you can just settle for a legit one from other brand with the same price or maybe even cheaper? So I put down the pair and I just paid the seller a couple $100 for the trouble. So yeah, that's my favorite Jordan pair that I never got to own, the Jordan 11 Low Tuxedo or Reverse Concord. So how about you guys? I understand nowadays there's a Travis Scott's, there's those off-white joints. So if you guys want to hit me up with your top 10 Jordans of all time, regardless if you own them or not, feel free to comment it down and let's have a discussion. While you're at it, please like this video, share it with your friends. And again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe with notifications turned on so you'll be notified whenever I put up a video. In the meantime, I'm going to be waiting for the episode 3 of The Last Dance. Although some of my friends sent me download links of the rest of the episodes that I may or may not have used. But yeah, see you in the next video. Maybe we'll talk about The Last Dance or not. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys stay safe, stay indoors, and God bless you. I'll see you guys in the next one.